Hello again, you beautiful bastards. Welcome back to the making of the Choir Imperfect album. I have a feeling this might be the last or one of the last songwriting updates for Act 1, which is cool. I'm proud that we've gotten this far. It's been kind of slow and steady progress, but we're getting somewhere. If you're not already signed up to helping me write and then sing on this album, just DM me the word choir on like Instagram or TikTok and I'll get you signed up. So last week I shared what could be the start of the fourth song on the album. As a reminder, once we've got the first 4 songs, we'll start recording actually and then release those 4 and start working on Act 2, which is the next 4 songs. So today I want to go over some of the emails and messages I've been receiving to fill in the blanks in a couple of songs that we've been writing, namely this song 3 and song 4. On both of those songs, we still need a second verse. So I've got a couple of ideas coming your way in this video. I had this one email from Jen B that related to song 3, the song about your inner child and what they would think of you. Now, I'm only going to read a section of this email, but I think that this in particular really nails what we're trying to go for in this song. And my heart goes out to you, Jen. It's not a happy email, but I think it's important to share. I was going through random boxes the other day and I came across old photos. I found a young school photo of myself and it was almost like she was a different person, like I didn't recognize her. I also felt that I knew her, but she had died. And it's true. I believe the person I was meant to be died. As weird as that sounds, this cute, sweet little girl turned into a depressed, anxious, and lonely adult. How does that even happen? I always wonder what my life would have been like if I didn't lose my childhood innocence, if I was taken care of properly, if I wasn't traumatized, but unfortunately, I will never know. With that said, I honestly don't know what my younger self would think of me. I don't think she would even know who I am. Completely lost. So as I said, it's not a happy email at all. And part of me is sad that you can relate so much to it, but also I think there's a lot of power in sharing these stories. So thank you, Jen. So this next email is from Gigi Wild, and I'll paraphrase it a little bit, but her story involves getting into a very traumatic car crash just after graduating medical school and buying her first home and having a whole future planned out for her. And then the consequential surgeries, repeated surgeries, amputations that follow. And she says, in the 2 decades and over 100 surgeries since, I've experienced loss in ways I didn't know existed. The loss of a career, helping people in their times of need, the doctor. The loss of friends who couldn't bear to see me suffer through an extremely painful and debilitating disorder. The loss of time, a most precious commodity, especially when you know it's limited because of very long inpatient stays in hospital, lasting weeks, months, longer every year. The loss of my physical body with not 1 amputation, but eventually 2, and my organ system shutting down slowly year after year. My situation may be extreme to some, but I think that people can relate to loss that is more than just death, but life not realized, the wedding that never comes, the cradle that sits empty with no baby to sleep in, the loss of control. Once again, I'm kind of floored by the ability you guys have to capture these stories and convey them so powerfully and really encapsulate what we're trying to get at here. Here's a few short lines that could work as a second verse in song 3 that might honor some of the threads that we're tying together here.
I miss myself when I believed in destiny, so overwhelmed with the weight of who I'll never be. And I used to wonder what I could have been or what I could have been to someone that's pulling me under. What I could have said or what I could have done to stay young. Fix me, rang me, complicate me, don't forget to bite my tongue. Bottle it up, take a sip and pass it around.
So yeah, and then the chorus. If you don't know it, then you have to go back and watch, I think the video where I go, the front of the cover of the video is like, fear me on my arms. That's the thumbnail. So, but yeah. And I think that takes us pretty close to the end of the song. I was thinking for the bridge of that song, we could just be like, bottle it up, take a sip, and pass it around. Bottle it up, take a sip, but don't make a sound. Oh, bottle it up, take a sip, and pass it around. Bottle it up, take a sip, but don't make a sound. I hope that you can hear me, but I need to know you feel me. And it goes on. But yeah, as always, let me know what you think of that. But we've got another update, another thing to share this week as well, which is a lyric idea for the second verse of song 4, which is the song from last week's video, which is all about losing your relationship with a parent or your parents, that kind of breaking down. Now, Olivia Brown wrote to me beautifully about her experience with her parents' divorce, which eventually led to her emancipating herself from her parents recently. Just a trigger warning, this email involves some domestic violence, so if that is something you don't want to hear about, then maybe skip for the next video. Here we go. I wish I could have been in the foster system so I wouldn't have to live at home with them, her parents. I wonder if my life would have been better off if my parents admitted to themselves that they weren't fit to be parents and physically given up. She goes on to say, at the age of 12, I was really struggling emotionally, and this is after the divorce. The school psychologist suggested that I try to talk to my feelings out with the person causing me the pain, which was my mother. That night, I tried to talk to her about how alone and sad I was, and the conversation escalated to the point where I was pinned down by my shoulders and copping multiple closed fists to the head from the person I was meant to call mum. I pulled her off in self-defense and vowed to never end up like either of my parents. I raised myself into adulthood, and my childhood innocence was like a shattered smile, the light never reaching my eyes the same again. As I said, it's a very heavy and personal story, but it's a very powerful story. So with this in mind, here's a few lines that might help us tie up the fourth song on the album.
If I keep on running away and you keep on hiding from your pain, spinning in circles till we drown, but I won't let you pull me down, 'cause you don't control me, you don't even know me anymore. All I lost was all you gave, and I am not yours to save.
Anyway, the chorus goes on. You guys know it already. But yeah, so barring some kind of miracle where another song just pops out of nowhere and happens to be way better than one of these songs that we've written already, which could happen actually. It's not that crazy to think. I think we're pretty close to tying up the first act of the album. So if everybody could, at home, give yourselves a big pat on the back. It's been a beautiful journey so far. I'm so excited to start recording what we've got. Now, the plan would be to start recording them late January, early Feb. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'm trying to lock in dates with the producer that we're thinking that might be really good for this album. So yes, stay tuned. That will be coming in future updates. So start warming up your voices because I'm going to need you to sing soon enough. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. As always, much love. Big kiss.